Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy. I got some bad news. So I did record a video where I played the Redskins and the Panthers, which both of those games we won, as you can see, is our record. But as I was editing it, I accidentally deleted the clip, and it wasn't there. So now it's gone. Yeah, I know I'm playing stupid. I don't know why, but I've learned one mistake. Now we're just gonna try and get this win this week against the Broncos, and also try to get another one against Green Bay. These are two games that we're gonna play. We're gonna both of these games. And we beat Carolina. I feel like this season we're definitely in the wild card, maybe even divisional round. We're tied with the Saints. So these next 4 games are really crucial. So we just gotta see how it plays. See you guys.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on ep18 Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountain. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucks, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
You gotta start James. You don't worry about James. Don't worry about it.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh!
It's
just me. It's just me. 6-6. Pull it high.
He used to be a Buccaneer James.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 9 now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the snap will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They're going to look to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along.
Here we go. Set. 18.
Which is good.
Come on,
But we missed them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. On the move to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6-0 our score.
Go now. 70.
James
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Ready, break. Check. 61. Matchbox lights. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Collins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, this is Collins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator, extreme, 218, jump!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll set up a throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go.
On the ready. Go. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Collins. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill, turn up. 6-6, pull it, pop, 2.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Steps away. The pressure gets to him again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go. 8 read.
All right.
Blue draw, quarter.
Kill.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And an alley to run. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
No!
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Here we go,
They'll drop the throw.
Wide open.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
Wide open.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Here's Collins trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Recon, 132 fighter.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
Doesn't matter.
They'll run on first down. It's Collins, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
This is Collins on the handoff. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On first down, it's Collins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Buccaneers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture.
Text. Hey man, credit. Words do. I thought for sure I had to be able to do some big because I didn't play my game.
I just got bags from Prada. Then I back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter.
Last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Great. Play action. Roll up.
Let's go.
Play action. Play action. That's how we do the Packers. Alright.
Ready.
The only problem with that is I'm just seeing my offensive line. Pretty good. Damn. Heavy. Savage.
Let's go. 8, big grip.
Got the ball up. Let's go. Nice.
Set, ready. Get it.
I think we are weak on our defense. We do have some injuries on our defense. Ooh! OJ Howard in practice?
All right, this is it. The gold standard. We are going for gold.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Gold. Yes, let's go, baby.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
We had 90 overall, baby. Awareness, short accuracy, on the run, under. 90 overall. 88 overall. 87 deep accuracy. 99 mid. 98 short. 89 awareness. 89 throwing the run. Action, under pressure. 94. Great second. 90. Easy rushing at all. Oh, I carry they go up.
Somebody might want it
Well,
now.
I don't know.
Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
get an open slot. So I gotta be a 91. Next slot. Can't wait for that.
What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles.
Alright.
Packers
are 10-3.
Taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got
actually, let's look at the
I know what they think. They don't even gotta say it.
Oh, look.
They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift.
Let's
I don't
go.
I don't gotta answer questions.
Saints
And I don't
Lodge.
Okay.
Yo, we might win a division.
I might pass the
Ravens,
no game.
Chargers, they're in the
All my girls,
playoffs.
they love it.
We
Hate
ain't
me
talking
to
about
say,
the AFC.
okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from
You are the
Monday.
second best
Somebody
team
gonna
in
want
the
revenge. Somebody might want
So
it.
the second best team
Right pocket got
is
euros.
facing against
Left
the
pocket got pound. Somebody gonna
first
want
best
revenge.
team.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball
And
with the right
beat
hand, catch with the
this
left
team.
touchdown.
We gotta get this win. We gotta get this win. We got it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Few better places in the country weather-wise this time of year than this one right here, Tampa, Florida, and beautiful Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come into this one with a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak.
5-game winning streak. All right. Let's kick them out. We got beat them. We are right behind them. So, yo, if we keep on winning like this, bro, we'll be in the division. Yo, we'll get a first round bye. We'll get a first round bye. That's good. Get this win.
60
Right. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did his thing. Went downfield and got a touchdown.
Switch. X3. 218.
It's
Chop.
gonna be a tough game. The defense doesn't need to act yet.
He'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The numbers for Evans a week ago. 9 catches, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
It certainly seems like he gets a touchdown each week, doesn't it? Here we are in the final month of the season. He is the NFL leader in touchdown catches.
He has been an absolute machine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling is...
Set. Can do so.
66.
Bullet high. And go.
Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The end result, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run Anderson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Hey, you're rolling. Let's go. Yeah.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
All right, defense got to stop.
70, Indy.
Love to see that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
No, please. All right, it's not bad. Please, CJ. Come on, calm down now. Come on. CJ.
On the ready.
You got college.
Max 50, Max 50.
Oh, bro, you better
64.
come soon.
5.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year as they have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Mike 42, check. Mike 41.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Back to the 13.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out to his left. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He's got Evans. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
They'll try to run forward with Collins. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Oh, C.J. Anderson's back. So, like, maybe it's just
they start the drive with Anderson. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A throw complete to Dorsett. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down now, it's Anderson, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. They'll drop the throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing...
Down. 60 outlaw.
Now they get a touchdown.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Aaron Rodgers, I don't know, man.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a give to Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and 11. Dancing to his left. 9-timers left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Evans has it left side. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
I can't believe they pilot 64. Weak.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too when they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Ready? 30 base.
Aaron Rodgers turned the ball over. Aaron.
They'll run on first down. Collins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
SOS. Hey, exit. 42 to the mic, boys.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a catch right side by Evans. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Green...
I think we still have a chance. We still have a playoffs if we lose the next 2 games. Probably wild card team, but maybe keep winning like this. Or we keep this up, win these next 2 games, division, lose maybe, but just keep on winning. This is a good episode. Really enjoyed it. Now we are getting close to the playoffs. I told you year 2 is our year. We were thinking that in the middle of the year that we're going to be wild card. Look at us now. Division. Let's go 10-4. Let's go. Alright guys. That was a great episode we just had right there. I'll see you guys later. It's your boy. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.